Have you ever done affirmations and it just made you feel worse? Like you feel like a total loser and you sit there and you write on a piece of card, I'm a winner. And you go, you're feeling like a loser, you go, I'm a winner, I'm a winner, I'm a winner, I'm a winner. And pretty soon you feel like a loser and a liar. Listen, affirmations don't work all the time. They work sometimes, not all the time. In this video, I'm gonna break down for you an alternative to affirmations for when you're not in such a great place, okay? And I'm also gonna tell you why affirmations don't always work. For years, I tried to do affirmations to try to make me feel better. This was around when The Secret came out, where they were like, okay, do you know what The Secret is? It's like this concept, like you must really believe that you have money in order to get money. Like that's the secret. And so I remember early on in my days, I would try to do this process, and I had like $100 in my bank account. My cars would break down every other week. I really had a tough time in my early 20s because I was actually a musical theater performer. And as a musical theater performer, you make like, I don't know, $400 a week doing musicals. For me, doing a production of Miss Saigon, likely. You know, I went to China one time to do Miss Saigon. That means the people from China had to fly to the United States to find a Korean to fly to China to play a Vietnamese person. That makes me a multi-purpose Asian. This is what my life kind of looked like at that point. I would, hit the 25th of the month. I would need to pay rent on the 1st, and I would only have $200 in my bank account, and I would need to pay $600. What to do? So what I would do is I would go on Craigslist and try to find anything I can, like passing out flyers on Hollywood Boulevard, doing focus groups on toilet brushes. I one time did a study where they literally paid me to try to stay awake as long as possible while I had electrodes attached to my forehead. I had to sign like a 40-page waiver for that one. And also, like I said, around that time, The Secret was big. And so they said like, okay, well, you have to believe that you're wealthy in order to get wealth. So I would literally sit in the car, you guys, with 60 cents to my name and go, I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am full of prosperity, I have money, I have money, I have money. And it just made me feel miserable. It just reminded me that I didn't have money. It's hard to believe that you're wealthy because it says so on a postcard. Like I would put postcards all over the house. I'm a millionaire. And then you open your front door and you see a chain link fence and like someone who's looks like they might be on something, like a homeless person wearing a wig, stopping traffic, and the traffic is so far back that it's blocking your 1990 Chevy in that starts maybe half of the time. Like to live in that reality and tell myself I'm a millionaire, it just didn't work. As I started studying empowerment and well-being, I found that affirmations only really work if you're kind of already in the vicinity emotionally of where you're going to. So if you have developed a business that's doing relatively well, like it's bringing in some money and you see potential for it to be $1 million company, then you could say, I'm a millionaire. And you're already kind of in that zone. And so that is helpful at that point because it pushes you up. If it's like stairs, it's pushing you up a stair or two toward the direction that you want to go. But you're already on the staircase, right? If you're not on the staircase and you're looking over there and you're going, I'm a millionaire, it's not gonna work. It's too far of a jump. There's no way to climb that in one fell swoop. Affirmations are also dangerous because it kind of has a tendency sometimes to make you feel like there's something wrong with you. So if you're like at the bottom of the stair and you're poor and you're like, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy. And your brain goes, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not. You start feeling like, why don't affirmations work for me? What is wrong with me that I can't figure this out? And so you internalize your angst about the situation against yourself and make it about you not doing affirmations correctly. Like that is the danger of this. And you want to know something? Nobody wants to admit that they're doing anything wrong. So on Instagram, everybody's like, affirmations worked for me. But like, really, like, did it? So if you're in that position, chill out. Lots of people, affirmations don't work when you're in misery. So chill out. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay, I've been there. There's people who've been there. Okay, everybody I talk to in secret, they're like, yeah, affirmations didn't work for me either. I was like, no shit. The thought game is a process that I came up with for this particular situation. Here's the thing. You do want to feel better. You don't want to just feel like you're, stuck, right? That's a horrible, horrible feeling. So if you are, in dire straits as far as finances, you want to give yourself a better thought to think to improve your emotional state because it is valuable, right? You do want that, but you can't make such a big jump. You have to go for the next available step. So the two criteria that you have to have in picking a new belief to hold is it one, believable to you where you are right now? And two, is it something that improves your overall sense of well-being emotionally? So it's the difference of, feeling like I'm poor and going, I'm rich, to I'm poor and what is a better thought that I can believe from where I currently stand. I'm poor and I am working really hard to figure out my next step. And lots of people have figured themselves out from poverty. That's a belief that is absolutely true. You can be working hard to be figuring out how to get out of poverty, and lots of people have figured themselves out of poverty. Those are two statements that are absolutely true and irrefutable. So you pick that belief to hold. I may not have a lot of money right now, but I'm moving in the direction of having more money, and lots of people have done it before me. You hold that belief for 60 seconds and get emotional momentum going on that. Check out my video on emotional momentum if you want to hack this. So you hold that position. Then when you hold that position, after a little while, sit down and write evidence for that new belief that you're holding, right? So if your old belief is I'm poor and the new belief is I'm working really hard to figure it out and lots of people have figured themselves out of poverty before, that's the new belief, write evidence for it. I know my friend Drew paid off $20,000 in debt by applying a strategy. I know that I have this job interview coming up. I know that I have been in tough situations that I've always gotten out of. I have friends who are CEOs who would support me in my endeavor to make more money. I can do online research. I have 7 auditions coming up next week. Whatever the case may be, just make a list to support that new belief, right? You're not supporting a false belief. You're not saying like I'm a millionaire and then trying to provide belief for that, because that's not the reality. The reality is that you don't have money right now, but you're moving in the direction of having more money and you know other people who have done it. So you're giving yourself the hope and empowerment to move in the direction that you want, as opposed to trying to lie to yourself and say that you're a millionaire when you're clearly not. It's cruel to, say that you're a millionaire and open up your bank account and it's at a negative 5,000, and then that's just cruel. That's just a lie. So you got to pick a belief that feels a little bit softer, that moves you in the direction you want, and evidence. I'll use another example. So say you got a D on your term paper, and you feel bad. So you can sit there and go, okay, well, I'm an A student. That's not going to work. Or you can go, I got a D on this term paper and I'm taking in the notes that will help me improve for the future. And I'm capable of getting better grades. And then you evidence that. I've gotten D's on term papers before and turned around my grades. I'm a smart person. I'm able to figure this out. I've shown myself to be able to accomplish great things. And you start making a list of why the new belief applies, the new softer belief that you can actually stomach, not a new belief that totally denies reality. And then the idea is to incrementally improve your belief system, right? So maybe you go from I'm a loser to I am working on figuring out a way to win. Good, right? And then maybe after you get that belief going, you can go, I have what it takes to figure out how to win, to I'm doing a good job of figuring out how to win, to I have learned a lot about winning, to I am winning a lot of the time, to I am a winner. Like you can't go from I'm a loser to I'm a winner. You want to take one step at a time and evidence yourself upward trajectory, not make the big jump. You can't do that without the help of methamphetamine. So, in order to better understand this, I want you to watch my video on reticular activating system. I want you to also watch my video on emotional momentum, where I break down 2 key components that is going to help you understand your system so that you can hack it, so you can move in the direction that you want, okay? And also get a copy of my book, The Art of Being. Yay! Woohoo! It's all about happiness and how happiness gives you a very big advantage on getting everything you want. And check out that blog post too. Yeah, why you should be happy. It's a very important blog post. Thanks for watching. And again, go easy on yourself. Let's not make this a thing. It's a fun thing. We're gonna figure it out. You're figuring it out. You're doing great. If you made it this long in the video, you're actually taking this seriously. So I really applaud you for doing that. And thank you. And I will see you in another video.
Thank you.